What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse rants, no hate. So let's get into it. All right. So Tyson Fury says in his prime that he would beat Iron Mike Tyson in his prime. It's possible. We'll never know. Um, I can't really even dispute that. And I know a lot of people are probably going, oh, Mike would have killed him. Maybe. We don't know. Um, I will say this, as far as the fight itself, Fury's 6'9" and last fought at 273. Okay. Um, Fury is not as elusive as he used to be. You watch the Vladimir Klitschko fight. You watch fights before that. Fury could move, man. The guy could get around the ring, slip and move. He can't do that anymore. He can't. He still can. He takes backward steps like you saw in the first Wilder fight. He's on the back foot, but he's not as elusive as he used to be. So, yeah, I mean, he might have beat Mike, man. Mike is only 5'10", and Mike has to get in. He's definitely not going to beat Fury on the outside. And we've seen guys like Cunningham drop Fury, but Fury got back up. I can't just go by what Mike did against this guy, that guy, and what Fury did against that guy, as if like it's just etched in stone, because Mike definitely has a deeper resume than Fury. Definitely has a deeper resume. I also saw Mike Tyson get dropped in sparring, okay, where you're wearing smaller gloves and head guards, even though he just had this chin strap on. I've seen him get dropped by Greg Page, who wasn't really a big puncher either. And we seen him get dropped by Oliver McCall. Now, yes, this was sparring, but hey, I'm saying that to say this. When you fight the actual fight, you're not sparring in 16-ounce gloves. And these guys, well, Oliver McCall could punch. Page was an okay puncher. Um, yeah, Page was an okay puncher. Fury, okay, is not known to be a devastating puncher, and I think people make a bigger deal out of it because of his size. But Fury may have beat him. Who knows? But the thing about Fury is he's such a hypocrite. He says one thing, then says something else. One day he's saying, "Oh, I definitely couldn't have beat Mike Tyson. Mike he was an animal. That guy was a beast, man. And I was named after him and blah blah blah." Now he's saying he would have beat him. Okay, this is a lot of times people say, "Oh, they only say that out of respect for that guy." I would never say a guy could beat me. I don't give a. I don't care what foundation you laid or what. The most I would do is say, "Hey, look, it's irrelevant. Me and that guy could never fight, so we'll never know." But hey, and leave it at that. Because I feel like when you're talking about, I mean, you can answer the question. You ask the question, who would it beat, or I don't, or you sometimes people just come out and want to, make statements. But it's irrelevant because we'll never know. And these guys that you are able to fight in your generation, that's who I'd rather, hear you guys not just talk about it. Let's make these fights happen so we can see who the best fighters are. Let's see who the best is. I don't care about the debating, And like I said, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be more people say, "Oh, Mike would have destroyed him." Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure on that. I really can't say that, man. And when you talk about styles making fights, Mike is a little guy compared to him. Mike in his prime was what, 216. I don't. Fury's prime weight was like around 245, 250, something like that. So either way, we'll never know. I mean, nobody thought Buster Douglas would beat Mike Tyson. Mike never made excuses. Only thing Mike said is about that fight. Mike didn't make excuses about that fight. Did Lyon Holyfield saying he was headbutting him and like he was justified for biting the man's ear, which was crap. Like I said before, I watched both of those fights over and over. Mike was initiating the headbutt. People just that wanted to see Mike win. Oh, nah, here Holyfield got a history of headbutting people. All right, like Mike never hit anybody low. Like Mike didn't elbow people. Mike didn't shoulder people to, try to throw his head. I've seen Mike do some dirty things. I mean, look at the Razor Ruddock fight. You know, look at the Quick Tillers fight, how he purposely ran and tried to do the Ortiz Mayweather thing. Oh, yeah. So I don't want to hear that nonsense. But Mike Tyson, only complained about the long count against Douglas. But all of this, like his fans was doing the same things that Wilder fans do, make excuses. Buster Douglas didn't beat Mike Tyson. Robin Givens beat Mike Tyson. Or, oh, well, I heard Mike was partying. Well, I heard Mike was. I mean, it was always an excuse. Well, that's because Mike didn't have Customato. And so anyway, and Mike Tyson himself, when Fury was asked that question before about who wins, Fury, Mike Tyson or Tyson Fury, and when he said Mike Tyson, and Mike says to him like, man, you never know, man. Like nobody thought Buster Douglas would beat me. Hey, look what happened. I mean, that would be the one fight you don't mention. If you feel like you won that fight, you feel like, hey, I was ready. I just lost. You know, I seen Evander Holyfield fight a guy. I can't remember the guy's name, but I remember people was expecting Holyfield to knock this guy out early, and it wind up going a distance. Like the guy gave Holyfield hell, man. And Holyfield said, "No, I wasn't rusty." The commentator, "Oh, you were rusty?" He said, "No, I wasn't rusty. The guy just fought better than people thought he was gonna fight." Sometimes that just happens. It's no different. We saw Burt Cooper fight Holyfield, and people looked at Cooper like he was a stepping stone. Burt Cooper could fight, man. Burt Cooper was a lot like Ray Mercer, and like Buster Douglas. He was known to just quit in certain fights, or he didn't train hard enough for certain fights. We seen him have a war with Michael Moore. Burt Cooper he could fight though, man, but he had that Ray Mercer was the same. I saw Ray Mercer in a bar in Newark one time. I forgot. I don't remember who he was fighting. I don't want to. I could be wrong if I say the Lennox Lewis fight. It was somebody he was fighting, and Ray Mercer sitting in the bar, and the guy goes, "Look." I said, "Well," he's like, "Look." So he's like, "Right there." I'm like, "What?" And I'm looking right at him and didn't recognize him. He's like, "It's Ray Mercer." And I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "He had a fight coming up, man. He ain't here drinking." I'm like, "Oh damn, that's showing off his Ray Mercer. You right." And I remember the guy at the bar say, "Hey, champ, you gonna be ready, right?" Ray was just like, "Always." You know? But you can't go in there and then get beat. Oh man, I was out partying and drinking, man. I wasn't thinking about fighting this guy. Well, that's your stupidity. But yeah, just going back to Tyson Fury, we don't know. Maybe he would have beat Mike. Maybe Mike would have beat him. I don't know. I really can't sit here and clear cut say, "Oh, I think Mike would have knocked him out. Mike would have beat him easily." Because even people that's like, well, Mike hit as hard or probably harder than Wilder, and Wilder dropped him and he got up. One difference, okay? He's only 2 inches taller than Wilder. So even though Wilder threw the shot, Wilder doesn't have to punch up, okay? Where he's having a lot of the power taken out of his shot. Wilder still can throw the shot straight. Mike literally has to reach up, and he has to get in. And if he gets in close enough with that kind of height, it's easier for Fury to be able to use his arm and guard to catch the shot and just tie him up, push him off, lean that weight on him, wear him out. So it's easier to say that, man. But I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe Fury wins, maybe Tyson wins. We don't know. But anyway, I don't take Tyson Fury serious when he say anything. Because Fury says, like 1 minute Fury saying this guy's a great fighter, and he's saying he's a bum. Next minute, oh, this guy's a definite threat. Oh, I'll wipe the floor with him. 1 minute he's a good man, the next minute he's a piece of crap. Like that's Fury. So whatever Fury says is what he says. I mean, he's entitled to his opinion, and we all are. I don't know who would have won that fight, to be honest with you. I mean, I could say Mike, but I really inside don't feel like 100% confident. Like, yeah, that's an easy win. I could say Fury. I can't say that's an easy win. We don't know. We'll never know. But anyway, that's all I'm going to say on that video. Catch y'all on the next one.